How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a longer video than normal. Got two games here to show y'all today, and the first one is a series against the Astros. The Astros are barely above 500, and we are looking to get a series win here. So here you guys see we took game 1 5-3, but they took game 2 12-6. So it'll be interesting to see who can come out on top. And we've got our not our ace George Kirby on the mound. I don't know what I was thinking, but he's having an ace-like year. He is pitching some innings for us, and he's doing pretty well. So here's the lineup for the Astros: Altuve, Abreu, Alvarez, Tucker, Perez, Bregman, Pena, Schwarber, and Pedro Leon in center field. Here is Jose Abreu. He's got a 2-2 count. And the high heat's going to get him. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That's going to be hit hard by Alvarez, and that will be extra bases. Nothing new. Yordan Alvarez is a power threat. He is, fairly good. 8th double on the year for him, as he smoked that ball. And the Astros have a man on and are threatening to score here early. Scored 12 runs in yesterday's ball game. And that's hit hard to right. Margot, though, is hit right there onto the warning track. And a couple of hard hit balls here in the first, but nothing doing for the Astros. Onto the second we go. Salvador Perez is a member of Houston. They acquired him in year 1 of the franchise. Like I said, I think I say this in every video against the Astros. He was an Astro in my Braves franchise, so it's just kind of weird always seeing him as an Astro. For whatever reason, they always trade for him. And Kirby ahead, 0-2 is Salvi fouls that off. Fouls that pitch off yet again, and stays alive. Speaking of Salvador Perez, he collected 6 RBIs. So he drove in half of the Astros' runs in yesterday's contest. No one out here. And that's a beautiful cutter. Hits the inside half of the zone. And inside edge. And Salvi is down on strikes. Alex Bregman down 1-2.
2-2.
Curveball backs him off a little bit. 2-2. Bregman still got some pop in his bat, as he shows right there. No doubter. Homer to left. A solo shot to put the Astros up 1-0. 11th home run of the year for Bregman, right at 400 feet, 105 miles an hour off of the bat. And, don't really understand why he's batting 6th, but whatever, he makes it work as he puts the Astros up 1-0 here in the second. I love these, dugout shots. I mean, I know they're everywhere now in this game. Every extra base hit is a dugout celebration shot thing, but I thoroughly enjoy them. So good job, SES. So here is Jeremy Pena, the shortstop, batting 7th.
That's a ball.
Takes a curveball inside, 1-1. 14 doubles this season for Pena, good for 5th in the American League. Hanger swings and misses, 1-2. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed. And Ford throws over. So Kirby bounces back and picks up another strikeout. Here is Kyle Schwarber, acquired from Philly, and he does what Schwarber does and hits another bomb here. So the 6th and 8th hitters here in this Astros lineup go deep. 9th of the year for Schwarber, and it is a 2-0 Astros lead. I mean, this lineup is fairly deep. It's a little old, Abreu's old, Altuve's getting there, Schwarber's old, Perez is old, but it's a deep lineup, and the Astros should be better than 25 and 22, and they're showing it right here. So the center fielder, Pedro Leon, 243 average. Curveball, just can't seem to get a strike with it. Last night's game was fairly quiet, just 1 for 4 with a base hit. 1 and 2, as that's a curveball that gets a swing and a miss. Got him with the cutter. So 3 strikeouts in the inning for Kirby, but 2 home runs, and the Astros have a 2-0 lead. Luis Garcia is on the mound for Houston. We've seen him plenty this series, and Ty France is going to find himself on base here with 1 out in the bottom half of the second as the Mariners look to get on the board. Here's the struggling second baseman Christian Arroyo is having a season to forget. It's a contract year for him, but there's an extra base hit down the left field line, and Ty France will hold at third, even though the throw is wild. I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at the little runner window. So 7th double for Arroyo. Unfortunately, though, it comes with 2 outs, and we probably should have tested Alvarez's arm. It's going to be up to Harry Ford. He's having an awful year as well. Sophomore slump, perhaps. 4.79 OPS, which is abysmal. 0 home runs and 0 RBIs. Not what we expected coming into this year with Ford. I'm sure it's not what he expected as well. In Ford's last game, which I'm not quite sure when that was, he was 1 for 4, so, just needs to turn it around here. Maybe a base hit could do just that. Instead, he hits it softly to Bregman, and Garcia gets out of the inning. It's kind of the downside to having Ty France on this, in the 5 spot, is he's just a slow boy. Kirby picking up another strikeout to the 3rd. 2 outs. Yordan Alvarez hits that hard, but right at Brian Hayes to end the inning. We keep rolling here in Seattle. Another one for Kirby. That's his 7th K of the game. Full count now to Perez. And he's going to swing and miss at the fastball. 8 Ks on the day for Kirby. Unfortunately, he is down 2-0. We need to get something going. Ty France up again, and he crushes that curveball to left field. And that is into the bullpen. Ty France with just his 2nd home run of the year. I mean, dang, I didn't realize he was having this much issue hitting the ball out of the ballpark, but it cuts this lead in half. It's 2-1. Maybe something to ignite this offense. On to the 6th we go. Kirby still out there for facing Abreu with 1 man out, and that'll be another base hit. That has been the first hit he has allowed since inning number 2 with those 2 solo shots. Alvarez crushes that ball, but he crushes it foul. Career 944 OPS for him, and hit hard right at Brian Hayes. 5-4-3 double play to end the 6th. So Alvarez has been really unlucky with Hayes out there at 3rd. On to the 7th now. Kyle Tucker gets a little bloop hit, as I'm going to guess the outfield was shifted for him. So that's going to be a leadoff double in the 7th. It's 2-1 Houston still, as they look to expand their lead. Hit softly to Kirby, and Tucker moves up to 3rd with 1 man down. Down the line, fair ball past the diving Hayes, and the Astros add on here in inning number 7, 3-1, thanks to the bat of Alex Bregman. Trying to keep the deficit where it is, and it looks like Kirby is nearing the end of his start here, as it's yet another base hit, and the Astros continue to threaten here with 1 out in the inning. So that will do it for George Kirby. He goes 6 1/3, 9 strikeouts though. And Nick Sandlin coming on, 12 games for him, an ERA at 1.23. The lefty's hitting 250 off him, which isn't great, for the lefties. 15 strikeouts to go with 7 walks. And he's going to face a lefty right out of the gate here, Kyle Schwarber. Hit to short. 6-4-3. And Sandlin, when one pitch, gets out of the inning. So it's still 3-1 Houston. Garcia's still out there. He's had our number all day. Juan Soto's got a 3-0 count. Swinging 3-0 into center. Leon won't get there. That's off the wall. Leadoff double to start the inning as the Mariners look to get back in this one. Give the crowd something to cheer about. 12th double on the year for Juan Soto. And here is Ty France. He has been excellent today. 2 for 3, I believe, as I warm up Prince and Alvarado in the bullpen. Let's see here. 2 for 2, actually. So he's been perfect. Trying to keep it that way. Could bring the Mariners within 1. First pitch swinging. That's not going to do it. Popped up behind third. Bregman barely has to move. 1 pitch, 1 out. Kind of a crappy AB from France, but what can you do? Here's Bryce Terang. 0 for 2 tonight. And 3 for 9 this series. He's first pitch swinging, and that's going to be blooped into the left. And Alvarez gets there. So kind of 2 weak ABs here from the 5 and 6 hitters. So it's going to be up to Arroyo. He had a double his first time up. Could have scored a run if the runner wasn't France. Don't want to leave Juan Soto out there. But a swing and a miss like that is not going to give anybody any confidence. Hit weakly to center. And Leon is there. And the leadoff double is wasted. To the 9th we go. Runner on first. 2 men out. Jimmy Herget. Newly acquired from the Angels to the Astros. A lot of interdivisional trades, and I don't like that. Sliders outside. Hitters count for France. Three and 1. Bryce Terang on deck. Bryce Terang has had an excellent year so far. I've been really impressed with him in that 6th spot. Good slurve. Called a strike. 3 and 2. Runner on the move. 2 men out. France is the tying run. And a changeup gets him. Strike 3. The Astros take this series here against us. So unfortunate for us, as Kirby did pitch pretty well, 6 1/3, like I said. Gave up 3 runs, but struck out 9. And our offense just couldn't get anything going today here against Luis Garcia. He gets the win and improves to 6 3. Kirby has handed his 2nd loss. Herget gets his 13th save. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. Unfortunate for us, but what can you do at that point? Bregman drove in 2, and he is your player of the game. And just nothing going for our offense. I mean, nothing really going for anyone's offense. Just 9 hits for Houston, but they made the most of their base hits. So what can you do? All right, next game here we've got is a game against the Cubs. But before we do that, I just wanted to look at trades real quick, just kind of figure out transactions here. Nothing crazy going on. Eduardo Rodriguez goes to the Cardinals for Joshua Baez. Herget and Stassi go for Jacob Melton. Yeah, like I said, nothing too crazy. I wanted to see if Jacob Melton was anything to write home about. So let's see. Brendan McKay, I forget, you guys remember him? He was a top prospect at one point. Jacob Melton MLB potential in the majors. 24 years old, hitting 304, so not bad. I haven't heard of Herget. Um, so he's 31, and there you see he's kind of had he pitched in 2020 and 2021 with Texas and LA, I'm guessing, and then had like the monstrous season on 2023 with the 60 saves. Um, and so I'm showing this footage just because I want to talk to you guys about like trading and what I was looking at doing. One guy I was looking at was Santiago Espinal. He's a little older. Um, you know, Arroyo's in his free agent year, but like dude's just struggling. So I wanted to see what it would take to get Espinal, and they only wanted Isaiah Campbell, Bryce Miller, or Donnie Walsh, which didn't seem fair, so I wasn't gonna do that one. But Isaiah or Bryce, and I don't know. I don't know if I like that deal or not. I'm just not too sure. With Espinal being he's not so old. He's 30. He's got decent contact, good fielding, hitting 2 at 63 this season with a 3.59 slugging. Um, you know, I mean he's not terrible. 982 fielding percentage, .4 WAR, and I believe Arroyo's WAR is like in the negative. So I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. Like in Isaiah Campbell's WAR, like Isaiah and Miller would be probably fine enough. But I don't know. I was just not really feeling it too much. .1 WAR for Arroyo, so it'd be a minimal upgrade, but they're not. I don't know. But we're not gonna make this deal. I was just looking at it, thinking about it, and just decided not to worry about it. So then I kind of just saw with Ford's struggles this year, do I want to look at acquiring a catcher, a young catcher? Here's Bobby Dahlbeck's another guy I've been looking at just as a utility man who could play first or somewhere in the infield if needed, but he's like in the negatives as far as WAR goes. So I was just like, I'm not even gonna think about it because I don't know if I'm gonna bring Ty France back. I just don't know. It really kind of just depends on what I'm feeling. I see Schwarber's on the block. And then here's a guy, Drake Baldwin. I've never heard of him. I wonder if he's an AI generated player, but he's in Atlanta's system, not really playing much for the Braves, but I don't know. I don't really need him. I think Ford is just having a down year. All right. So there you guys kind of see in the division. We're in 4th, but it's really a 4-team race. Forget the A's. And we're going to be taking on the Cubs here in this first series as we take a look at Luis Castillo's start. So the Cubs are having a pretty good year. They lead their division. They are 27-19. We're 25-21. So similar boat to the Astros. And I don't know. I mean, we'll see what's up here. But I had a thought about the Astros, but it just left my mind. But we're gonna get a look at Julio's stats. It doesn't matter about Julio's stats because we're not gonna be playing any offense. It's another player lock game. Yay! We love those. So Jameson Taillon for the Cubs and Luis Castillo for us. Dansby Swanson, leadoff man for Chicago. And he's going to take a called strike 3. He can't believe it. That was well into the zone. Not sure what Dansby's looking for on that one. So here is another interdivisional trade. Rowdy Tellez. Well, I guess he's a free agent signing, so never mind. But playing first for the Cubbies here, former Brewer. No score in the second. Fouled off. 1-2. Got him. him. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for Luis. And now it's going to be Danny Jansen. Blue Jays are trying to get rid of him last year, and they sent him packing to Chicago. Hitting .282. Cubs are an interesting team. They've got, like, younger pieces.
Nope. That's inside.
But they're not, and well, okay, no, they're doing good this year. But it just seems like they shouldn't be.
2 strikes.
I don't know. Maybe they're up and coming. Their rebuild's coming to an end. It is more like a retinkering.
3.
Called strike 3. Fastball top of the zone. 2 men out. Max Kepler hits it hard in to left field, and that will be a base hit. He's going to cruise into second with a leadoff double to start inning number 3. Brennan Davis is going to ground that to rank. Diving play. What a beauty. And that's a beautiful first out from Bryce. Hit to center. And that will drop in, and the Cubs will take a 1-0 lead as Max Kepler comes in to score. Dansby down on strikes once again, second time tonight. And here is Alex Verdugo, traded away from Texas, or through free agency. I don't know which one, you guys. I'm sorry, I don't know. But he's no longer a Ranger, and instead he is a Cubby, and he drives in another run. It's 2-0. So Castillo really struggling here in this third inning. Bases loaded now for Danny Jansen. 13 RBIs for him. Cubs all around Castillo. 2 men out, 2-0 Cubs lead, and a fastball in for a strike. Last 8 games, .393 average for Jansen. He's hot. And hit to left. Soto is there. Or is that center? I guess it's more, well, I guess it's really right field. Never mind. But regardless, it is out. Bouncing back here in the fourth to pick up a strikeout. We have tied this game up, so it's back to an all-even match. Kepler hit weakly. Terang with the range, and Kepler is out. Castillo trying to get a 1-2-3 inning and some more weak contact for Christian Arroyo to field. To the 6th, still all tied at 2. Cubs can't get anything going after having an ample opportunity to break this game open in the third. Alex Verdugo with a 2-2 count. Castillo at 80 pitches here. Hit hard. France will take it to the bag himself for the first out. Here's Tellez. Gets a piece of the fastball, fouls it off. Hit hard into right field. 2 down. Danny Jansen's up now. He made the third out in that third inning. But he has scored 7 runs in his last 8 games. 0 for 2 tonight, though.
Ball, that's out.
Can't be scoring runs if you're not on base, Mr. Jansen. And it's a 1-1 count.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Fastball misses. Castillo up to 86 pitches now. Jansen in the driver's seat, 2-1. And he takes a fastball. Sometimes it's just kind of like, CPU, why aren't you swinging at some of these pitches? But hey, whatever helps us, I guess. 2-2 count. Got him with the fastball. Inside, jammed him. And Castillo pitches a clean 6th. Game is still tied at 2, and he's racking up some Ks, y'all. 4 hits for Seattle, 5 hits for Chicago. And he's going to be out there for the 7th. Asked to go the 7th, and it's 3-2 Seattle. First pitch swinging from Morel is hit behind second, and Arroyo is there. Easy peasy play for the first out. So that's a quick out. We'll take it. Max Kepler, he got the third inning started for the Cubs. Had a double his first time up. Swings through the sinker, 0-1. 90 pitches through 6 1/3 for Castillo. But he is a workhorse. He and Kirby just, they don't quit. Chopper to France. Taking it to the bag. Thank God. We don't want to have to cover because we're bad at that. So Brennan Davis is the last hope in the 7th. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. At the edge of the zone, painting those edges is Castillo. Gets a slider and fouls it off. So Brennan Davis behind 0-2. Got him, strike 3. Good fastball. Davis can't believe it. He's upset. And the Mariners have a lead as Castillo fires 7 strong innings. Although it's a 1-0 or 1-run lead. So here is Munoz. Lefties and righties both hitting .222 off of him, so that's kind of fun. He's converted 12 of 13 opportunities. It's 4-2. And that's not good. So Tellez starts off the inning with a ball into the corner and left. And the Cubbies have their leadoff man on. So here's Jansen. He's been red hot, but quiet tonight.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And Munoz can't find the zone. Fouled off. 2-1. Hit to center. That'll drop in. Here comes Tellez. He'll actually stay put at third as Julio gets it in quickly. So, you know what? You will concede a run for a double play. Let's see if we can do that with Christopher Morel here. Munoz has been hit hard. Morel is the tying run. 208 average with runners in scoring position, but none of that matters, as that's a bloop into right field. And the Cubs make this a one-run game. Still, nobody out. Here's Kepler. Fastball called a strike. Hits his first. France to Terang to Munoz and a double play. However, the tying run is 90 feet away, but it'll be up to Brennan Davis. Struck out his last time up, but he's ambushing that first pitch, and he's going to hit that one into the gap as Soto can't pick it up cleanly. And the Cubs tie this game with 2 outs in the 9th. The kid, Brennan Davis, comes through. RBI double, and the Cubs have the winning run at second. It's going to be up to Triantos. He's down 0-2 quickly. Munoz blows the save. To center, Rodriguez coming in. Makes the catch. And we are going to extras. 1-2 count to Hayes in the second, and that'll move the runner up as they will tag. So 90 feet away, 2 men out. Julio Rodriguez coming up to bat. And he's 1 for 4. Solo home run in the 8th. I'm guessing that is where we got our 4th run from. He could hit another one of those. That'd be nice. I would appreciate it. First pitch swinging. Fouls it off. Daniel Norris gets his sign, and the pitch other way, base hit, and that gives the Mariners a 5-4 lead. However, the Cubs will get their runner on second here in the bottom of the 10th, so they have it just as every opportunity as we just did to tie it and win it. Good try by Tellez, though. Just couldn't get it. So here we go. Pin Murphy to get the save. Dansby to left. Soto is there. Runner stays put. 1 out. 0-2 to Pete Crow Armstrong. Crushes it to right field. Margot on the run. He makes a running grab. Runner tags. tying run is 90 feet away. 2 men out. We've seen this situation before. Here's Tellez. 3-2. Pitch misses low. Here's Jansen. Fouls it off. Slider misses. 187 average with runners in scoring position. Bases loaded as we've walked Verdugo. 2-1. Hit to center. Rodriguez there. And we get away with this one. 5-4 as we barely hold on to get the win. That was a tense final 2 innings. Castillo pitched a heck of a game, but unfortunately Munoz blows it for him. So Munoz gets the win. Murphy gets his second save, and we take this one 5-4. Again, being out hit 9-7. Bryce Terang was 1 for 4. Had some great plays defensively as well. Let's see. Where is Castillo? Castillo goes 7. 5 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 8 Ks. So he does his job. It's the bullpen. Munoz that kind of ruined it, but it doesn't matter. We got the dub, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. Home runs from Terang, Rodriguez, and France. So we end up taking the series, but losing games 1-3, and then we are headed to Houston. Take game 1 7-3. Let's go, boys. Brian Hayes has a few RBIs. Bryce Miller goes 7. 3 walks, which is less than usual. So good for him. I'm not sure if I said it in another video, but I needed to do some bullpen rearrangement. Just because guys, Penn Murphy doesn't need to be like blowing us all away with all these saves, or all these games pitched. But we'll see how it goes. So I rearranged the bullpen here, and oh no, George Kirby is out 1 to 2 months with a fractured wrist. Not ideal, as we get a trade offer, Bryce Miller for Gavin Sheets. No thanks. We need all the depth we can get as we lose this game at 3-4. So who are we going to call up here to fix this issue? Walter Ford's had a 2.5 ERA. He's 20 years old, 71 overall. Riley O'Brien's had a great year as well. Or do we bring up Hancock? He hasn't impressed me, but he's doing well in his chances at AAA. Or do we bring in Miller? Probably not. I'm probably not going to let Miller start because his ERA is not where I'd like it to be. And we are going to call up Walter Ford. And he will make his major league debut here. Henry Dennis is going to get the call to AAA. He's had a great year down in AA. So he will move up as well, it looks like. Actually, no, he won't. But he might. You never know. So anyways, you just got to make corresponding roster moves to figure all this stuff out. So the computer thing didn't yell at me for not having valid lineups and pitching rotations and whatnot. But that doesn't matter. What matters is Walter Ford is making his MLB debut, and he will make it against Detroit. So, we'll wrap up a series with Detroit before welcoming Texas into town for a 4-game set. And that's pretty exciting, I would say. So just looking to see how far Kirby got. Only an inning and 2/3. Had a strikeout. Campbell went 5 1/3. No runs. So it was really the bullpen that kind of blew it for us. Okay, so we have scouting to do, which I don't tend to show on the channel. But let's see what happens. Yeah. Gotta fix all that crap. You can do it for me. We take this one 2-1. Logan Gilbert looking good. And then we lose 4-7 and 2-0 against Detroit. So that's not great. Eichhoff goes the distance. Miller goes 6. So next time on the channel, we will face or show off Walter Ford here. As Miller, you see his stats. Something to. We're gonna send him down to AAA, and we're gonna let Hancock just try again. He made 2 starts for us and was pretty bad. But so on the channel, what you're gonna expect the next time is Walter Ford's debut, and then you can expect Emerson Hancock's return to the bigs against Jacob deGrom and the Rangers on that Sunday of the next week. And then also another thing you can expect when we come back here on the channel is 2 new teammates. So Abraham Toro, we're going to bring him back, and we're also going to bring Adam Frazier back. So they played for the Mariners both in 2022 before being traded and or just, signing somewhere else. And that's going to replace Christian Arroyo there. And Dylan Moore, I believe, is the guy I shipped off for Toro, or, I'm not sure. I'll have to remember to take a look just to let you guys know for sure. But regardless, that's kind of what you guys got to look forward to on the channel. Another debut, and some new faces. Well, they're familiar in the Mariners system, but new faces for us on the channel. So I will see you guys next time here on the channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave some feedback. I'd love to see it. And I hope you guys are enjoying. And until next time, take care and have a great rest of y'all's day.